tens of thousands of people poured into St. Peter's Square. There was a sense of history here. 6 days ago, there was shock and dismay as the Pope announced his resignation. But here, this Sunday, the mood was more warm, more affectionate. There was sympathy. Smiling and staring out on a vast, cheering crowd, the traditional Sunday noon appearance of the Pope. But not for 6 centuries has a Pope told his followers that he's resigning. And this was to be Benedict XVI's first Angelus address to the masses since his shock announcement 6 days ago. There were banners held aloft in the square. "Thank you very much," read one. Another said, "We love you." Unlike his resignation speech, this time his voice sounded clear and strong. He spoke in several languages. The nearest he came to talking of standing down came in Spanish, asking the crowds to pray for him and the next Pope. Then, in Italian, he expressed gratitude.
Thank you. Your presence is a sign of your affection and the spiritual closeness you have shown me these past days. I'm really deeply grateful, and I greet the administration of Rome, the mayor, and all the inhabitants of this lovely and beloved city.
It's been a momentous historic week for the Catholic Church, and now the faithful are expressing their emotions by their sheer numbers. St. Peter's Square is overflowing. Earlier, as people arrived, many in the crowds expressed their emotions.
We have come to say goodbye to him. We were here in the square when he was elected, and we've come back here for his penultimate Sunday.
I've come from Naples especially for this, even if I could have seen it on television and maybe seen him better on TV. But I think being present here in person is important for those who are in faith and believe.
Recently he seemed tired, moved, perplexed, uncertain and insecure. It's something that really has an effect on you, because the Pope should be a strong and authoritative figure, but instead he seems very weak, and that's really hit me.
This won't be the last goodbye from Pope Benedict, but his final departure is less than a fortnight away. He flies out of the Vatican in a helicopter on February the 28th and will stay south of Rome in his summer residence for a whole 2 months. He'll be withdrawn from the historic events to elect his successor, and he'll return to the Vatican for a life of prayer and confinement here. Now the pressure is on with timings. Normally when a pope dies, there is a period of 2 weeks before the conclave to elect his successor starts to take place. In this situation, the Vatican is likely to bring the date forward, and it will be, we think, possibly on March the 10th. The plan is to try to get the white smoke from the Sistine Chapel, which announces a new pope, well ahead of Easter, so he's in place for the most important event in the Catholic calendar.